Allergies are not normal. They might be common, but the development of an allergy or a sensitivity to something is a sign that your immune system's out of control. So if you've suddenly become sensitive or allergic to foods or things like pollen or pet dander, it's not random. There's an underlying reason, and it's not as benign as you've been led to believe. Now, I'm going to break that down for you just so you know why that's happening, and better yet, what you can do to fix it. Now, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Turn on notifications. I post daily insights on how to get and stay healthy through managing adrenal fatigue and controlling the damaging effects of stress physiology. Let's get right to these food sensitivities specifically. When you're under constant stress, it changes how your body works, your physiology. Your stress response stays on high alert, and that weakens the digestion and suppresses immune function. Stress lowers stomach acid so the food doesn't break down properly. And that undigested food, it irritates the gut lining. It causes inflammation, something called leaky gut. When your gut becomes too permeable, food particles then slip into your bloodstream and your immune system attacks them, thinking they're invaders or pathogens. Over time, this can lead you sensitive to foods that you've eaten for years. Now, these food sensitivities, they can manifest in a variety of ways. You might notice some gut stuff, right? Like heartburn, reflux, indigestion. It can cause gas, bloating, diarrhea. Sometimes my patients get diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome or IBS. But food sensitivities can also show up as chronic congestion, runny nose, asthma, eczema. It can cause inflammation, joint pain, headaches, more. So the symptoms of food sensitivities, it can show up in almost any system in your body. Add to that the fact that the symptoms are often delayed by 24 to 72 hours. So that by the time you reacted on Wednesday to the dairy that you had on Monday, you've already eaten it again on Tuesday, but you're not going to react until Thursday, and it becomes this confusing mess of reactions and symptoms, and it's pretty hard to tease out. So the obvious step to take now is if this happens, you want to try to identify which foods you're reacting to. So like most naturopathic doctors, I'm trained to do allergy elimination challenge diets. But actually, I find those pretty inconclusive and stressful for most patients, so I like to test. But not all tests are created equal. Traditional allergy testing usually focuses on IgE-mediated allergies, the ones that cause hives, anaphylaxis. And that testing's fine for the most severe allergies like peanuts or shellfish allergies, but most food sensitivities actually come from an IgG or an IgA antibody. And those are more subtle and delayed reactions. They don't show up right away. So you might notice fatigue, headaches, or joint pain, but not for hours or even days later. That's why standard allergy tests tend to miss the mark. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please like and subscribe. My team and I always like to review comments, so leave one if you have any questions. Now, I found IgG testing really helpful for uncovering these hidden food allergies. Once we identify the problem foods, we take them out temporarily, not forever, but so that your gut and immune system have time to recover. But the key to treatment is asking one more why. Why is my gut suppressed? And why is my immune system overreacting to things in my environment that are innocuous, not harmful, not pathogenic? Stress physiology is the most common cause of a suppressed digestive and immune system together. And if we don't fix that, you're just going to develop sensitivities and allergies to the new foods you eat. I had a woman come in saying all she could eat was chicken and broccoli. She reacted to everything else. Her practitioner, well-intentioned practitioner, helped her identify the food sensitivities, tried to help her to heal her gut, but she kept reacting to and losing more and more foods because they didn't treat the underlying reason for the food sensitivities in the first place, which was her broken stress response physiology, what we call adrenal fatigue. These reactions, they can show up in other places too, not just with foods. Chronic stress can make you more sensitive to environmental triggers too, like mold, seasonal pollen, or even that cat you've actually always been fine around. Minor irritants can cause major issues because your immune system's stuck in overdrive. And then every time your body reacts to a trigger, it ramps up your stress response, which adds more strain to an already overworked system. It becomes a vicious cycle of reactivity, inflammation, and stress. To stop the cycle, you have to pay a little attention to the sensitivities, but then the main focus is on that underlying adrenal fatigue problem that's causing it in the first place. That's how to get real lasting results.